The man accidentally found out that his wife had cancer. In order to save her life, the man, having no other choice, begged his mother to sell their old house to raise money for his wife's surgery. But unexpectedly, his mother made a condition. She told the man to pretend that he was the one who had cancer, to test whether his wife truly loved him. But the man firmly believed that his wife loved him deeply and would definitely pass the test. So he eagerly took his mother to meet his wife. After seeing his wife, he lied that he had cancer and needed $1 million for surgery. To his surprise, his wife took his hand, comforted him, and said she would stay by his side through the illness. She then said she would go raise money for the surgery and hurriedly left. Little did he know, as soon as she turned around, her expression completely changed. She had no intention of spending money on his treatment. She planned to use this chance to get rid of him. The man had no idea and was even touched by her supposed kindness. But after his wife left, she disappeared for half a month. The mother told her son that if his wife had really gone to raise money, it was impossible that she wouldn't contact him for 2 weeks. She must have abandoned him. Yet the man still insisted that his wife was sincere. Just then, the doorbell suddenly rang. The man opened the door and saw his missing wife and her mother, Anna. He was overjoyed, not noticing their cold attitudes, and warmly invited them in. The man was about to tell them the truth, but Anna interrupted him coldly, saying that his illness would only burden her daughter. The man was stunned for a moment. Just as he was about to explain that he wasn't actually sick, his wife interrupted him. She pulled out divorce papers, saying she wanted a divorce and didn't want him to drag her down. Only then did the man realize that his wife had never planned to raise money for his treatment. He finally understood that his mother had been right all along. At that moment, his wife continued to persuade him, describing how miserable the families of cancer patients became in the end. Anna also said that once he had cancer, they'd have to sell their house and car to pay for surgery, and from then on, he'd only be a burden to her daughter. The man didn't want to give up on their marriage. He thought his wife was just being manipulated by Anna, but unexpectedly, his wife's attitude disappointed him once again. She said that refusing to divorce was selfish, and that he should think about her feelings. She even said bluntly that if she had cancer, she would divorce him immediately to avoid burdening him. Seeing that his wife was determined to leave, the man decided not to argue. He planned to read the divorce agreement and end things quietly, but he soon found a big problem. His wife wanted to take his house, car, and half his assets. The man was furious. She hadn't even considered how he would afford surgery without those things. He said firmly that the house was his and that he wouldn't give it to her. Anna immediately accused him of being selfish and shamelessly said that since he was dying anyway, he might as well leave everything to her daughter for security. What angered the man even more was that his wife said she earned less than him, so he should give her a larger share of the assets. Seeing her fake, pitiful look, the man no longer felt any affection for her. When she saw he still refused, she said that after he died, they would take care of his parents. But after everything that had happened, how could he still trust her? Only now did he fully understand that if he truly got sick, his wife would abandon him without hesitation. At that moment, the man received a message on his phone. His wife quickly snatched it from him. After learning that his mother planned to sell the old house for $2 million, she assumed that after the sale, his mother would move into their current house. Shamelessly, she claimed that the old house also belonged to her and that he wasn't allowed to sell it without her consent. Anna went even further, threatening that if he dared to sell the house, she would cause trouble every day. Seeing the man remain silent, his wife again tried to persuade him, saying arrogantly that she was still young, and if they spent everything on his illness, their future would be miserable. The man was completely disappointed in her and agreed to the divorce. His wife immediately took a pen from her bag and urged him to sign the papers. Thinking back to the time they had shared, the man decided to give her one last chance. He signed his name under Party A to test her reaction. Unexpectedly, her reaction disappointed him again. Seeing that he wasn't cooperating, she called her lawyer and threatened to sue him. The man completely gave up. He never expected that his wife had already prepared everything. Just then, his phone rang again. His wife impatiently answered it. The doctor on the line told them that a cancer specialist was available at the hospital right now and asked them to come immediately. His wife refused. She didn't want to spend any money on his treatment. After hanging up, she smugly told the man that he had no chance of surviving now, not realizing that she was destroying her own hope. His wife told him that they would collect the divorce certificate tomorrow, but she didn't know that this was exactly what the man wanted. Because according to the law, a married couple must take care of each other's parents, and she was the one who actually had cancer. Soon, they finalized the divorce. Out of respect for their years of marriage, the man returned his wife's medical report to her, telling her to open it, and as soon as she opened it, she realized the one who truly had cancer was her.